So there is a thin line between confidence and arrogance. Very, very thin line. Let me just give you a simple AI breakdown of confidence versus arrogance. Confidence is genuine belief in oneself, leading to positive self-assurance and openness to collaboration, whilst arrogance stems from insecurity and manifests as an inflated sense of self-importance and lack of empathy. Arrogance often involves boasting and seeking attention, whilst confidence is usually characterized by humility and focus on personal growth. Now, where would you rank Craig Butler in that one? Confidence or arrogant? For me, still more on the arrogant aspect, because really and truly, inflate self-importance that are one, lack of empathy that are two, the need for attention, three, very, very insecure about what he's doing or about himself. That's the reason why he consistently makes reference, i.e., make reference to Cavalier. I'll get into that. Anyways, pick up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much again for tuning in. This is actually a reaction video to the video that Craig Butler posted. I'm going to give you guys a reaction. You can check it out. It's on Knockins TV. Go and check it out, people. But I'm going to do a raw reaction to it right here. So we're going to listen to if this is definitely confidence or arrogance speaking. And most definitely, let's break it down. Anyways, as I say, people, it's very important. Let's say we're going for 1,000 likes. We're going for 1,000 likes. Let's go for 1,000 likes. All right. So let me just fix up this thing in the first place. Yeah. That is me. Good. This is where we want to get at. Want me there? Where am I? Oh, yeah. Give me that. Let us listen. Let us listen, people. Let us listen. Let's start off. Let me earphone. Come in. So we all know that Craig Butler is relegated from the Premier League, right? So let's hear what he has to say.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
This is Craig Butler.
We are. Thank you.
As you can see, I'm doing this video alone, without my players, without anyone else to ask me questions. So I'm going to make it very clear. Yes, Vere has been relegated from the Premier League. Yes.
You know, need to get some. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. Mistake, man.
We have lost many games this season.
Sorry about that again.
No, I'm not in any way humbled by the experience. Humbled by the experience. I'm not in any way humbled by the experience.
See, so when we make a reference to arrogance, that is exactly speaking about. I know we're saying about it, people. Listen to this, right? In an interview earlier this year, he did say that this Premier League is an humbling experience for him. And me say it, him say it, that they're on tape. Of course it's a tape. Let's continue. But now I must say it's not an humbling experience. So that means they say that that's arrogance. Maybe a tinge of narcissism.
It's a cycle. It's a path. I hear a lot of people laughing and happy and 26. That is fine. I played this league with 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and 18-year-olds.
Who, who really cares? You're not the only team to use that age bracket. I'm very, very certain you're not the only team to use that age bracket. And also, I'm very sure when you came into the league, you had a squad with a lot of experienced players in it. So what happened to them? Continue.
With maybe 3 players at the age of 26, 27. Yeah. So it is not for me to really be too worried. The game plan continues. The model continues. The management of our players continues. The relationships that we have overseas continues and gets stronger. In fact, you'll see in the next month or so a huge development in how we transition our
Ball of foot. Let me say people go check it out by knocking. Go check it out.
And for me, I want people to understand very clearly, okay, we take our beatings, I take the beatings. Lenny wasn't the only person coaching, we made decisions together. The players weren't the only people on the field, we were with them guiding them. I was with them guiding them, so I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility. The players, in my opinion, are the best young talents in the country. The best.
So, I said his peers are the best young talents in the country. Would have seen it time and time again. He do have some really good quality players, hands down. But there are other players in the country that's good. Continue.
Best young talents in the country. Denzel McKenzie just turned 18 years old, able to play another year of Manning Cup if we wanted to.
Why mention that though? Remember, you did say that Denzel is going to. So why you mention Manning Cup? Well, maybe just make it reference to Manning Cup.
It's not going to be a match at this time for Asule McCullough physically.
All right, so look at it this way. One, Denzel is not the only 18-year-old in the league. He's not the only 18. Physically, Denzel McKenzie is developed. So I really understand that. At 18, 19, your body is physically developed. And looking at him, he's an athlete. At that, his body is physically developed. Now, many might say, boy, there's context to it. So let me show you this, right? When I was 19 or 18, 19, I play football, me at the tracker. I was ripped, young and fresh. Very few big man can come close. I mean, powerful. But maybe that's not the case for it.
And so the physicality of the league actually affected them.
Yeah, but this goes back to squad management. When you went to Vere United, went and saw a lot of players, experience, quality, and you basically run them with. No, you are telling about inexperience of the squad. That just don't make no sense.
Yeah, but it's not a problem because it is a method by which they will evolve, get stronger earlier, and be able to transition better to professional football in Europe. Several of these players have shown high quality. Robinho Gordon has debuted already for Jamaica.
Robinho Gordon is a player where I strongly believe ready for the next level. I strongly believe so. Many might not agree, but I 100% believe that Robinho Gordon ready for the next level.
Jamaica at 18 years old, he has opportunities coming up. Sean Layton has already been selected by Chelsea and has several other clubs in mainland Europe that are very interested in him, one being Genk for sure, and Club Brugge. We have a situation where we're doing our best to keep the players not just playing in the league, but to utilize it as a developmental tool.
So one of the questions what I feel like to ask is, so when all of these players, technically all of these players gone to Europe, who is going to play in the tier 2? Who exactly is it he's going to use in the tier 2? Technically, I must say all our players them will go Europe. So, I don't know. That's a question maybe I'm alone can. Yeah? You know?
Yes, this year we got relegated.
Continue.
But there's next year, and we'll come back up. And the next year, and the players will be strong enough mentally and physically.
But which players? Who are these players you're specifically speaking about? As you did mention that these players that you have right now will be leaving. Do you have a next crop of young players coming through the ranks? Is it gonna stay in the tier 2 and then come up and they're going to be stronger and better? Let's continue.
And understand the league better. And we played 3 years of Money Cup before we won the league. 3 years. 3 years. It was that easy. I did say I would win it, and I will win the league. We will win the league.
A bit of arrogance there again. Nothing wrong with that still. You know, I go make the reference to confidence. I said the one you're confident.
Together in all of this, and for the fans of Vere, okay.
Is there any more fans of Vere left?
Got relegated. It won't be the first time Vere was relegated.
Yeah, so Vere came back in the Premier League. I think 6 years ago, 2019, Vere came back in. And they have been a mainstay in the Premier League for the last 6 years. Now, with recent signing, how should I say, take over ownership of Vere, would have seen them being relegated. And this is not the first 14 Central who remember that. Who remember what happened at Umberland. I think there's a lot of history here that a lot of people need to understand what to. Also, a club in Malta. Mentioned on this. Much more.
But we will come back up and we'll make sure we win the league for you.
No, the consistent emphasis on winning the league, I think it's a past confidence now. I got to arrogant.
Yeah, it's a process. You can't play a league with very, very young players.
Come on now, man. Come on, man. How you say that? How you say all that prior to? And then come say this now, man. All of your actions, them. You never know this before. Remember, say you say you operate things at the highest level, such and such, and your coaching qualifications, all that kind of something there. And you tell me, say, you never know this? What influenced you to attack the league with such a lot of youngsters, or such a young squad, I should say? Where did that influence came from? Will we hear it? Let's see.
And expect to not have major hiccups. So I'm very disappointed, but I'm not dismayed. I'm not finished. I have not in any way, and I will not take back anything that I've said. We're playing the champions Cavaliers, and they can only beat.
Let me rewind that.
We're playing the champions Cavaliers, and they can only beat Schoolboys 2-1.
We're playing the champions Cavalier, and they can only beat Schoolboy 2-1. Arrogance again. A little bit of narcissistic behavior. Language being expounded on here. Here we go now. You have to touch a button here by mistake this time around now. Yeah. Alright, back to it again. So that again is another reference. Cavalier. And let's see, because the whole season, you know, consistently makes references Cavalier. Consistently. Look at, like, even though 50 interview, 30 or 35 of them made reference to Cavalier. Continue.
Yeah. Kyle Butler came out of retirement, back to almost full fitness. Matthew Wooling and Kevon Atkinson. That was it in terms of seniority in the team. And none of these players have ever played in the Jamaican Premier League, including Kyle. So it's a first for everybody, right? So anyone who wants to...
No, but remember, you know, based off of your explanation. So you said you have the best young talents in the country, which means that not even a Premier League team should be able to be competitive with them. You also said for 1 year straight you beat up the Premier League teams them. Were you capping? Stop the capping. Stop the blasted capping.
Attack anybody who wants to laugh, anybody who wants to stub their nose.
Hey. Ah, boy. Hey.
Anyone who wants to say yes, great, that's fine. Cavaliers went in the league. Their first year they were relegated to...
Another reference to Cavalier. Another reference to Cavalier. Come on. Come on. Hey, people, I'm going to explain something to you, yeah? Just listen to the end of the video. Here we go. Take a minute and hit the like button to me, please. 1,000 likes to I go for. But I'm going to explain something to you. End of the video. Continue.
Yeah? It's no problem. Yeah? Mona didn't win Manning Cup in his first 2 years. It's no problem. Time is the master. And one of the things that I will continue to do is to move my players. Some of these players, I'm glad Jamaica got a chance to see them, but you will not see them play again on local shores.
Some of them. Who you gonna use? Tier 2.
This is life. And we thank you all for the opportunity and the love and respect.
Big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself. Maybe we'll do a little bit of coverage at the tier 2. maybe, just maybe. You know what? I will see if it's tier 2 next year, people. I will see if it's tier 2 here. I will see. It'll be interesting still. Got a little bit of tier 2. Anyways, another aspect I want to touch on is, right. So basically, Rudolph Speid is the reason why Vere Phoenix get relegated, yeah? I make it clear too now. Rudolph Speid is the reason why Vere Phoenix got relegated. Someone want to listen to this, yeah? Now, Vere Phoenix came into the league in 2019, and they are basically 6 years now them in the league. Them every now and then them battle a little bit of relegation, but them fluctuate. But they're technically a regular team in the JPL. You know, they're self-sustainable. A self-sustainable team. Now, let me tell you how Rudolph Speid impacted Vere Phoenix. Now, Craig Butler reached out to quite a few clubs in the Jamaica Premier League, i.e. Lions, Tivoli Garden, quite a few clubs. I think there's about 2 more clubs I may now remember. Nah get any top clubs them. I think he reached out back to all. I'm not sure. But there's about 3 or 4 clubs he reached out to before. I reached out to the clubs them for a good time period, trying to do the same acquisition with Vere Phoenix. And Vere Phoenix accepted the offer and joined family with the cousins. Big announcement. Now, how did Rudolph Speid really affect it? So, in the interview, Ballard, pick up yourself, Ballard, for the interview there, he did say that Rudolph Speid one a reason why him consistently said, if you listen to multiple interviews, one a reason why or him a block his players them from playing in the national team or whatever level that may be. Them say, no, this is what him said in the interview, no, me I go bring my players them in the Premier League and me I go win the Premier League, and from that, from winning the Premier League, players them must get picked. So, technically, that has said a Rudolph Speid a reason why he coming at the Premier League. Show him say the players them good enough. Fine. Next aspect of that is, as I said, you can listen to all the references that we make to all the references. Rudolph Speid is one of the team, one of the clubs who win one of the globally the youngest club to win the main championship in their respective league, right? So the approach I'm take is technical director, similar to Rudolph Speid, and so you can coach a team. And you know, you have control over certain things. So take the same approach, a technical director. So in move over from the ownership of the club, allow other persons to control the part there and become a technical director. Because being a technical director, that gives you the power, coach, that gives you the power to stand on the sideline, that gives you the power, a lot of power. Give you a lot of power to be on the sideline and basically coach, interviews, all that kind of something there. Be a part, be the main scene of the limelight. Nothing wrong with that. Then now, another big part is using young, youthful players. Using youth, Operation Youth. So you think that because Rudolph Speid use a lot of youth, maybe, you know, maybe we can do it too as well. Maybe we can do it too as well. I'm supposed to can do it because I have the best. I have the best young youth players in the country. So my youth them supposed to can do it as well. And the problem now as I hear him say, boy, they never physically ready for the league, all that kind of something there. Now, what the thing with Cavalier, you see a Cavalier player who is at age 20 or 21. And many may quote unquote and say that those are young players. Yes, they are young players in the Jamaica Premier League, but the possibility are these players have been playing the JPL for 4 or 5 seasons consistently. So they are already equipped, are known, are have the knowledge of the tempo of the league, pace of the league, the physicality of the league, and understand the league. So despite being 20 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, these players have 3-4 years of experience within the league. So, yes, you want to go Operation Youth, but it can't be some youth where the first time I play in a league. You can't come with a team the first time I play in a league. You will feel the full blunt of that. So, him taking the Cavalier route, that's the reason why he consistently make reference to Cavalier. That's the reason I know me. I say, I must Rudolph Speid making get relegated because he chose to go the Rudolph Speid route into everything that Rudolph Speid has done. He try everything what Rudolph Speid try. And technically, he fail. Fail miserably too. But he's also failing to acknowledge that he has done something wrong. That's the reason why he came out and said, you know, in early reality, you know, care about it. You know, really care. Technically, that him I say. And him, rather than say, you know what, he give one whole for excuses, you know, so much excuses. But I guess that's the sport. Rudolph Speid, why you do that? Why you pressure him and make him man come relegate the good Vere United team who are going so good in the league? But, you know, them not tear down, not sure, nothing like that. But them alright. Rudolph Speid make him man come out, come relegate the people in club. Anyways, so let's see what's gonna happen in tier 2. I know say dog and I'm dog down at that. And then now, hopefully, we'll see him back next season, our season. Big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button. People, go check out the video. Video upon Knockins. If you want to watch it straight without my interruption, go and check it out. It's upon Knockins. Ball of foot, him say. Big up on yourself, people. MJ Sports TV. We are out. No, so, you know, let that for you next time. Big up on yourself, people. Outside. God bless. Boom. I mean, if you drop this one more time, you know. Hey. Hey. God bless people.